Love may not cost a thing, but you definitely don't ever want to show up empty-handed to a date night or a Valentines. Plus, when it's BYOB, it's typically cheaper, right, than if you go to a bar and you're just running up this tab.
For sure. By the way, who says love doesn't cost a thing? Oh, that's right, J-Lo. Speaking of J-Lo, wine and lifestyle expert Daniela Garrido joins us in Studio B to chat about wines you can gift or pour on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Daniela, what's up? It's great to see you.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
a J-Lo
so
fan,
excited.
right?
I am a J-Lo fan, definitely. And I agree, love doesn't cost a thing, but you don't want to show up without a little bit of something.
No.
Yeah, and plus all of these wines here that we brought today are different price points. So if you're only willing to spend a little bit of money, we got something for everybody.
As low as $10, right?
As low as $10, but also as high as $130. So it really depends what you're looking for.
To bougie, we got you.
Depends what you're looking for. So first, we're always going to kick things off with a sparkling.
Okay.
So here I brought you the Josh Prosecco Rosé.
Okay.
And I
Thank you,
really
Daniela.
wish we could have included a third one over here, but it was getting crowded on this table. And so what I love about this Prosecco is that it's made using the traditional method of champagne. So that's actually a pro tip when you're shopping for a champagne alternative. You want to look at the fine print and make sure it says traditional method. It'll say it in French.
Okay. And the traditional method means?
That it's made the exact same way that champagne is made.
Okay.
It's just legally it cannot be called champagne.
I see.
So obviously a Prosecco is going to be from Italy. A sparkling wine can be from anywhere across the United States that you can make sparkling wine. But if you see a fine print that says traditional method, that means it's made the exact same way as champagne.
So good to know.
No way.
Yes, that's a little pro tip for you. And so that is under $20. Everybody loves Josh for their Cabernet Sauvignon, but I think their Prosecco
Truly
makes a difference because it gives that sexy effervescence that you want, especially for a date night.
It's pretty, too.
Yes.
It's nice to look at.
Gorgeous.
We love a rosé. We love a rosé color too. And so actually moving on, we have the dry rosé. I only poured one of these, so we're
You
gonna
try
have
this
to.
one. You try this
Tessa,
one.
go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're both from Diamond and Key. And so what I love about this dry rosé, you can grab
we'll
the
try
other
that
one, the
I'll try this one.
Cabernet Sauvignon from Diamond and Key. Now this is gonna be not just our budget wine, but also our bougie wine because the rosé is $30.
Wow.
The Cabernet Sauvignon is over $100.
Oh.
But here's the thing. I really love this brand because it's actually backed by the St. Louis Cardinals' Nolan Arenado and the Golden State Warriors' Klay Thompson.
Oh, Klay Thompson
Yep.
likes this. Spit it out. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, are you not?
I knew I hated it.
I'm just a Houston girl through and through. I do love a sports fan. You have these sports guys that are like John Cena. He's a wine aficionado. So some of these athletes, they get into their wine, and I can appreciate it.
Yes, and what I really love about this, it's so good. And so what I I was actually sipping on that backstage, the rosé. But what I love about the name Diamond and Key is it's actually a play on basketball, the basketball key, and the baseball diamond. And if you look at the back of the label, it actually has both of their signatures back there, their autographs. So you're kind of taking home something that's also a little extra prize, especially for that sports lover in your life.
That is cool.
Yeah, I
and
really
this is
love
a Napa
that.
wine.
Yes, so this is a Napa wine. They partnered with Josh Harden, which is a renowned winemaker over in Napa.
Yum.
And it's just beautiful. I mean, both of the wines, I think they really come out at the nose, but also that one specifically, great for a steak dinner.
Okay.
So if you're going to be making a steak dinner, you're already probably kind of bougie. So maybe just grab this.
I take it back, Clay. This is good. No, and you know what? This is a good dupe because for only $30, this was one of those that smells a little expensive. You're like, oh, I wonder how much. You don't, because wine you don't know. You could try with $20.
I do not have expensive taste.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's a good bottle, it's a good bottle. The price point is irrelevant.
The $30, I think, is a great price point for that. And I love that the producer put this amazing ice bucket because you want this chilled on a hot day, or even a sunny day if you're doing like an outdoor picnic. That's the option.
That's golden. Hey, by the way, all of these wines, I think, Daniela, would pair very nicely with Girl Scout cookies. I'm just saying.
I know.
That is what
Some
we're
Thin Mints
missing.
and a red
That is
wine.
what we were missing.
Okay.
When I saw you had Girl Scouts on, I was so sad I didn't pair them because I totally would have done that for you. But it is what it is.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, next time. So here we have Saldo. This is from the Prisoner Company, another Sonoma gem. And this is a Zinfandel.
Okay.
I always like to have two red wines because, after all, red is the color of Cupid's arrow, right?
Yeah.
And people love a red, especially in like the colder months.
It's moody. Yes.
Yes. And what I love about the Zinfandel is that this is actually a bit spicier. So Zinfandels are always just going to have a little bit of that pepper taste at the very end. And what I love also about Zinfandel is that it pairs really well with a brisket. So if you're a Houston fan of
now
barbecue,
you're talking our language,
exactly. If you're a fan of barbecue, this is probably what you want to pair with it.
You know your audience here.
Exactly.
You know, I purchased this wine a couple years ago because the label I thought was so cool and so minimal.
Yeah.
So I've had this wine before. It's good stuff. It really is good.
And they have a great bundle going on right now that you can purchase. It's like a Valentine's Day bundle, 3 of their wines for $130, and they have a checkout code LOVE10 right now for 10% off. It'll arrive on time for Valentine's Day.
It will get here. That was my next question.
Yep. If you order today, probably.
Okay, gotcha. Kendall-Jackson.
Yes, Kendall-Jackson. And so Kendall-Jackson, obviously very famous, very popular.
Thank you.
But there's a reason for it. This Vintners Reserve Chardonnay is actually America's #1 Chardonnay. And that's because it has an amazing oaky taste to it. It's fermented in an oak barrel. And what I really love is that this is the perfect wine to pair for a seafood dinner.
Yes.
So if you're going to be doing lobster, or even if you're going to be doing like a scampi, or if you're doing something a little bit seafoody, that Kendall-Jackson Chardonnay.
It's a great bottle and a great value.
Under $10.
Daniela Garrido,
Thank
happy
you.
Valentine's Day. Cheers to
Happy
you.
Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much.
You.
All these wines can be purchased at local stores or online just in time for Valentine's Day.
Hey, cheers.